Roughly 2 years ago, I started a leg of my home theater journey using Anthem products. I picked up an AVM 70 to run my home theater. I liked it so much I added an STR for my living room, and I even run my whole house 8-zone distributed audio on an Anthem MDX 16. I've long wanted to make the upgrade from the 70 to the 90. The AVM 90 represents the pinnacle of Anthem's home theater multi-channel focused preamplifiers. So with this, my Anthem journey is now complete. This just came in. I wanted to do a bit of an unboxing video, take a first look at it, and then from here on out, of course, I'll be vlogging and covering all of the learnings, discoveries, musings, comparisons, and whatnot to upgrading from that AVM 70 to this AVM 90. Of course, I purchased this AVM 90 from my friends at Audio Advice. If you're looking for one of these or any other Anthem products or a whole host of other really great home theater audio and video gear, I strongly recommend Audio Advice. Check down in the description below for my referral links, or if you're working with them over the phone, mention that Techthusiasm sent you. So I think Anthem exists at just a really great place in the whole home theater space in terms of, we're not talking about the same amount of dollars that it takes to get into something like a Storm or a Trinnov, but impeccable audio quality, excellent customizations, one of the best web UIs I think around in the industry, and Arc Genesis room correction is just tops. One of the main reasons that I was looking to make the upgrade from the 70 to the 90, really it boils down, I would say, to two main differences. One is the fact that this processor will allow you to independently EQ, calibrate, and account for 4 independent subwoofers, which I now have in my home theater as well, whereas the AVM 70 tapped out at 2. And of course, for a much more expensive, more premium preamplifier here, what we're really looking for is audio quality, internal componentry, DACs, and things like that. I've long been reading about many a person that made the switch from the 70 to the 90 and felt it was a very significant upgrade in terms of quality. I do know of a bunch of folks that picked up AVM 70s, made the 90 transition, and felt that the 90 actually gave them everything that they wanted, even for their music and 2-channel listening experiences. In fact, I bought my STR off of somebody through AVS forum, essentially, that had a 70 plus an STR, replaced both of those components with a 90, and felt that they got everything they needed, both for multi-channel home theater and for their high-end premium music needs. So if we open this up, all I've done so far is just cut the tape, basically. Power cord, not super exciting. We do have a 2-prong power cord, not a 3-prong power cord. That's not specifically grounded. We have a collection of baggage in here, which basically is giving us some documentation. The remote control, fully featured, fully capable. We have antennas if we're using the device with Wi-Fi or Bluetooth and such. We're definitely going to want to screw those onto the back of the unit, and the battery is there for the remote control. That's our documentation bag. Of course, we hit our incredibly awesome premium Arc Genesis calibration kit. Comes in its own box, in the box. Slide all this off and take a quick look here. We have that exceptional microphone. Little dot on the front for when we're doing our calibrations. And I do like that Anthem lets you use this upgraded kit essentially with all their products. I do use the microphone in the kit from my AVM 70 with the STR. And even the MDX. USB cable there. This is USB-C to USB-A. Note the microphone itself has the USB-C connection. Love it. Always love USB-C. USB-C everywhere in my opinion. And then we actually do get a full premium tripod stand for placing that microphone and measuring up our system. So if you don't happen to have a microphone stand already, you buy an Anthem gear, you got it in the box. I have sold my AVM 70 already. In fact, the new owner of that is patiently waiting for me to get it over to him in the mail. I was just waiting for this to arrive. Let's set this down on the floor. And we'll bring up the main event. Get a little bit better view of this beauty here. Cut off this plastic wrap. Nice and gentle here. Don't want to drop anything. have some anti-moisture packs taped onto the bottom there. Now if I stack this on top of my 70, I don't think you'd even be able to really tell the difference other than just a little bit of badging in the corner. These units, this one may be a little bit heavier, but all in all, I think we're looking at very similar dimensions, very similar case. Again, the main difference being what's on the inside there. If we flip this around, that's where we'll also find some of the other differences. Lots of inputs and outputs here. I love the convention where we have basically outputs in white, inputs in black. This is the 8K board. Built in, my AVM 70 was one of the originals, the 4K board, but we have the 8K HDMI 2.1 4K 120 board natively here. 7 inputs, 3 outputs, 2 for a zone 1, as well as a zone 2 option, which I do take advantage of and works quite well in my system. We have connections for the antennas there, wired Ethernet, power, as well as serial. We have an IR in and 3 trigger output. I love having multiple independent triggers on my preamplifiers, audio devices like this, and a whole mess of RCA and XLR inputs and outputs. Analog audios, optical audios, coax audios, and then this will be the main bank, of course, right here. 19 XLR outputs, that's 15 channels of audio processing, and 4 subwoofers. So this guy will do your whole home theater. One thing that I do find a little bit goofy is they did kind of place subwoofer 1 separate from 4, 3, and 2. I might have liked to have those together for whatever reason as well. On the AVM 70, subwoofer 1 and subwoofer 2 are kind of far apart from each other. If you're not using XLRs, of course, you can use the RCA pre-outs as well. But if you're up at this level of equipment, you probably have some real nice external amplifiers, and I would just recommend, in general, run XLR everywhere if you can. And we do also have a chassis ground screw as well. I like to see that on my equipment, just in case you get some of those errant hums. This is a good tool, grounding your equipment together on a nice, solid, provided chassis ground screw to be able to eliminate some of that noise, if in fact you have it. So that is that. I did not buy the rack mount kit for this. I actually do already have the rack mount kit. I'm pretty sure that the kit for the 70 will fit the 90. However, I think when I do put this in my rack, I'm just going to put it on a shelf anyway. Let's just say with the channel and everything going forward. I own this. I bought it. I spent a good amount of my own money on it, of course. But who knows what other processors, preamps, receivers, and such may come through my hands to be able to demo and try out. So I think I'm a little more versatile and a little bit better off going with the shelf actually in the rack than using the fixed rack ears. Another question that I've had posed a bunch is, well, you're buying the 90. Why didn't you buy a Storm? Why not go for a Trinnov? And I can say that represents another echelon level of spending. I wasn't quite ready to commit that amount of money to my audio processing quite yet. I like the Anthem stuff legitimately, and I think this represents the pinnacle of what I might feel the need to own for some time to come. That's not to say that I might never be able to demo, have another opportunity to demo or get my hands on something from Storm Audio or a Trinnov. I would love to do that again for the Trinnov for sure, or be able to try something from Storm as well. So stay tuned to the channel, we'll see what happens there. But in terms, again, of spending my own money at a $7,500 MSRP, options from Storm and Trinnov are at a significantly higher level of commitment. We'll see where things go in time if I evolve up to that level as well. But I feel pretty happy right now being at this level for some time to come. At the time of recording this, I just put 2 more subwoofers in the room. I have the 2 SVS SB16 Ultras to mate up with the Arendal 1723 2S's, and so I was really very, very much wanting to be able to let ARC independently handle all of those. Now I'm there, and of course, very keen. Question of the day, the question that I'll be getting, I think, constantly coming up is the 90 better than the 70? Does it sound better? Is the audio performance commensurate with the price? To that, at this point in this video, I can say a happy we'll see. If nothing else, I can rest assured knowing that this is definitely like a pinnacle level item for me in my home theater space. And again, going up from here would represent a very significant step function in terms of what you're looking at and the price that it would take to get there. I do honestly think that this is the best of the processors up to the level of performance and capability and price point that it represents. Nothing's bug free, and over the last couple years I have experienced a couple of little hiccups with my Anthem gear as well. In fact, they recently just had a not so great beta software release, so maybe with the Anthem stuff I may recommend don't run the beta softwares, just stick to the production release versions. But this is a category of product that I think suffers from, generally speaking, a lot of bugs, not Anthem in specific, but the category as a whole. There's a lot of software, there's a lot of things going on in a preamplifier and an audio processor, but I still think Anthem is one of the most stable, most reliable, and one of the best options out there. I'm at the Anthem mountaintop. Anthem STR for the 2.2 channel living room. I can't go any better than that until there's a successor to the STR, and now for the home theater, the 90. Again, can't get any better in the Anthem lineup until a replacement comes from this. And we just got through CEDIA. No replacements were announced in the AVM or MRX lineups. They only announced the new MRX Slimline model. And so I think we're going to be good with the current lineup for some time to come. And I feel pretty confident that we're at least another CEDIA, another year away, or perhaps even more from a whole replacement model being reintroduced for this guy. So I think we're at a pretty confident space to be able to go ahead, make this purchase, not have it obsoleted or whatever with a new model in any short-term amount of time. So I'll praise my friends again, my business partners at Audio Advice. This was not provided to me. I did purchase this with my own money. I bought it through them. As usual, excellent customer service, and from shipping, the thing was here literally within a couple of days. I don't think you can ask for more. If you're looking for an AVM 90, don't look any further. Follow the links below. Go get this or any other Anthem products and the rest of your home theater gear if you so like from Audio Advice. Otherwise, sound off in the comments. Let me know. What do you want to know about an AVM 90? What can I talk about? What content can I make? What points can I make sure to share in future videos about this product and everything that it's capable of doing in terms of its usability, how to use it, and its audio performance and all that. So thanks so much for watching. Coming back for more home theater discussion. And man, I'm having a whole lot of fun here lately in the Techthusiasm home theater. Thanks.